My name is Anna Gordon. I'm a jeweller, a contemporary jeweller. I work in a studio at my home, making work and selling it through galleries and exhibitions. But I also work as an educator. I'm the programme leader of the Silversmithing Jewellery department at the Glasgow School of Art. So I train the next generation of people who are interested in this specialism. I'm inspired by my environment, so I do a lot of drawing, and the work that I do tries to capture that element of the drawn line, often incorporating movement. I make mostly brooches, and my client base is generally people who visit exhibitions and galleries, so I'm not mass producing, I'm making one-off pieces of work that are sold to individual clients. So I think it's really important that we continue to engage in craft skills and handmaking for various reasons. I think it's something that works in parallel with digital technologies, but I think it's also something fundamentally is good for the soul, good for well-being, and also people are interested in things that have been made by individual practitioners by hand as essentially works of art or art jewellery. I'm interested in new generations understanding what this is all about, being exposed to it. It's not something you would necessarily experience in school, but there are lots of kids out there in schools, or kids who are starting their higher education journey, who may not know that they can make things in metal and that this is an option for future careers. So there's a really vibrant craft scene in the United Kingdom, and I think it's something that's worth fostering and nurturing for the future. I think it's really interesting to introduce fundamental making to people who've maybe not had that experience before. Some of the people I've been working with have had some basic skills, but just showing them the possibility of what metal can do and how you can connect things in quite low-tech ways. You don't need to know every skill to be able to start out in this journey, and you get some really great, quite quick results. We're working on a 2-day project here, so really I think it's really encouraging to see how well they've engaged with it and seem to have enjoyed it, and all made very different work from the same starting point, so it's been really rewarding. So I think what I was interested in working with these students was to get them to think about design. It wasn't just step-by-step instructions. I wanted them to make decisions about what they were making and use some of their own research in their design process. So they all started with the same form, and that's a uniform shape. I didn't want them just to be working with flat sheet, because flat sheet makes the work very flat. So we gave every student a very simple press-formed oval that they could cut up and interrogate and work out how they could use that shape to make something that was unique to them, or something that they felt answered some of the questions they had about design, or some of the themes that they're looking at, even in other projects that they could incorporate. So I think we're working in quite a niche industry, but it's a really rewarding field to work in, and graduates go on to do all sorts of really exciting things, whether it's working as sole traders, making work, working in education, working in other areas of design. I think making things at the scale that silversmiths and jewellers work at allows them to transfer these skills into lots of different other areas in design. Even if you don't become a specialist metal worker, you might work in the fashion industry, accessories, all sorts of hand skills. If a job involves hand skills, I think the quality and the scale that we work transfers across a huge variety of different areas. So if you can work in metal, you can kind of work in any material, I think.